Welcome to our how-to video. This is a quick run through of how you can use ParticiPoll to make your PowerPoint presentations interactive. You'll need a PC or Mac running the desktop version of PowerPoint with our PowerPoint add-in installed, which you can get from our website at www.participoll.com. The great thing about ParticiPoll is that it all happens inside your PowerPoint slides, so you can run your presentation as normal and the polls happen along the way. You can see this on the screen now, showcasing some of our available features. Before you present, it's a good idea to prepare your audience by getting them to load your voting page on their devices before you get into your main slide content, so they aren't diving into their bags halfway through the show. Displaying your voting page prominently or using our QR code feature in one of your first slides as shown on the screen now is a great way to achieve this. The QR code links straight to your voting page to save audience members having to type out the address. Your voting page is where your audience go to vote. The appropriate voting or response options will appear when you reach a poll slide in your presentation. Your audience can submit comments to you throughout the session, and I'll show you how to view them later in this demo. You can customize the voting page with your own logo, colours, links and language options on our website under My Account Customize Voting Page, as shown on screen now. You can also add a PIN or password to make the voting secure and choose whether you want to track how each participant votes. By default, tracking is turned off, but if you turn it on, audience members will be asked to identify themselves at the start of your session, and you can then see how individuals responded in the data download in poll history. Be aware that removing anonymity can affect whether participants give completely candid responses, so use this feature carefully. Polls are a great way of finding out what your audience really know or think. They're great for quiz-style questions or to find out what topics you should cover. If you're teaching, training or persuading, why not try repeating a poll at the end of your presentation to see if you've swayed your audience's thinking. Setting up a poll is as simple as posing a question and inserting a poll chart. Ask a question in your slide and offer up to 12 ABCD answers. You can format these however you like. It's your presentation. Once you're happy with the design of your slide, go to ParticiPoll within the ribbon and select Insert Poll. A modal dialog will appear where you can choose your poll options. Mac users will only have the classic ParticiPoll chart style due to a limitation of Microsoft Office for Mac. Sorry about that. Once you've selected your style, you can select the number of voting responses the audience can make. This should match the number of answers you provide in your slide. You can also choose how many responses audience members can give to your poll. The screen capture option saves a complete screen capture of your poll slide, including the poll results in your poll history. Uncheck this if you don't want all of your slide content stored in the cloud. Just the chart will be saved instead. This is only available on PC. Once you're happy with your poll options, press Insert Poll to insert the poll into your slide. A placeholder chart will appear and you're free to resize this, but be careful not to edit the count square. Once you're ready to start, press Start Polling. Log in using your ParticiPoll credentials and start your presentation as you would normally. When you get to the polls slide, your voting page will automatically show the appropriate voting options and collect votes immediately. Watch the count square to see how many people have voted. This only works on PC, but Mac users can view the live count via the presenter login, which I'll demonstrate later. Once you're happy that everyone has voted, you can continue by pressing space, enter, right arrow or clicking your mouse, as if you were going to the next slide. Your results will appear in a second or two. When you're done with the poll, press again to move on to the next slide as normal. If you would like to see your poll results in real time before you reveal them to your audience, you can do so using the presenter login. Access this at presenter.participoll.com. We recommend you do this on a separate device to your presentation machine to avoid disrupting your presentation. Word clouds are a great emotive way of testing the mood of your audience. They also make for great icebreakers at the start of a presentation. To run a word cloud, you just need to pose a question and insert a word cloud object using ParticiPoll. As with polls, word clouds can be resized to fit the available space in your slide. Start your presentation as normal and move to the word cloud. Your voting page will show a text box for your audience to enter their word cloud responses. When everyone has responded, Press next slide just like with polls to generate the word cloud. If you want to moderate responses to word clouds or other poll types, you can do so using our presenter login. Upvotes are like multiple choice polls, but this time the audience get to choose what the answers are. They are a great way to get your whole audience to come to a collective decision on something. To run an upvote, you just need to pose a question and insert an upvote object using ParticiPoll. You can resize these and move them around just as with our other poll types. When ready, start your presentation as normal and move to the upvote slide. Your voting page will show a text box for your audience to enter their responses. Audience members can submit their own responses or choose another person's response. When everyone has responded, press next slide just like with polls to reveal the results. As with word clouds, you can moderate the responses the audience has made via the presenter login. ParticiPoll live comments are open throughout your session when you want to display and respond to specific questions from the audience. They're perfect for Q&A sessions or to help audience members who don't want to raise their hands. You can view live comments in private at any time using the presenter login, but to display them live in your slides you need to insert a live comment placeholder. This is a standard text object, so you can change the font, size, positioning, etc. When you're running your live presentation and reach a live comment slide, use the presenter login to select which comment to display in your slide. Mac users will need to go back a slide and then forward to update the displayed comment. After your presentation, you can review all the poll results and audience comments via the poll history. If you've used the screen capture option, you'll see your full results slide here. Otherwise, it will just show the charts on their own. You can also download CSV files of your poll results and audience comments. If you have any questions, need any help, or would like to discuss purchase options, we'd love to hear from you. Drop us a line at info@participoll.com or visit our website at www.participoll.com.